Hi, Rusty Dog here. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're in the Airbus A321 and we are flying from Helsinki in Finland and we'll be going to Berlin in Germany. Expected flight time is around 2 hours and we're flying Finnair because we will be flying in thin air. Anyway, yeah, and the reason I'm using the 321 is because finally, I haven't tried it out yet, we'll get the door open, but finally the GSX has been updated, the GSX app, so we should be getting seated passengers in here. We're expecting around 164 passengers if they've all made it to the airport on time and haven't broken down or just couldn't get awake with the alarm clock. So okay, let's get back, and I've already got the plane fired up. The GPS is aligning. It's going to take around 7 minutes to do that, so in the meantime we'll get some preliminary work done, and first thing we're going to do is pop into the tablet and load up the flight plan. So there you go, EFHK, Helsinki Airport to Brandenburg Airport in Berlin. We're expected to be leaving in around 23 minutes. Yeah, good luck with that. And if we go, oops, did I go to the wrong page? I think I might have done. Yeah, I think, did I have that bottom part sealed off from the camera? Probably hidden, yeah. Okay, so ground services, then we've got the GPU on chocks and cones, that's all good. Mass and balance then. 164 passengers, 2.5 tons of cargo, and just over 10 tons of fuel. Currently 3 tons in the tank, so we're only going to need another 7 and a bit tons to be put in. So we'll do the loading of the aircraft, including people, very shortly. First thing I want to do is just get the ATIS information, and then we'll get the passengers boarded and we'll get this plane set up, ready to go. So, Helsinki, we need to tune into Helsinki ATIS. Let's do that now.
To left. Departing runways 22 right, 04 right. Transition level 060. Temporary flight restrictions.
Oops, we have to change the flight plan.
Advise on initial contact you have information, Mike. Fanatec Airport information, Mike.
Yeah, put the
1053 Zulu. Wind 140 at 10. Temperature 19er. Dew point 13. QNH 1009er. Landing runway 04 left, 22 left. Departing runways 22 right, 04 right. Transition level 060. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Vanta. Advise on initial contact you have.
Oh, temporary flight restrictions? Such as?
Vanta Airport information, Mike.
Okay.
1053 Zulu. Wind 140 at 10. Temperature 1.
Okay, so basically what I have to do now is change the flight sim, but the SimBrief flight plan, but I don't know if that means reloading BeyondATC. I don't know what happens when it changes there, because the takeoff runway we've been assigned is not the one that's in use at the moment. So what's the best way for me to do that? Because what they don't seem to have is resetting the flight or logging out or starting again. I can't see a way to do that. So I'm going to have to close down BeyondATC, which is not great, and then go into SimBrief and change the outbound runway, which is not the one we've been assigned, which was 15, but it's either 22 right or 04 right. I don't know which is closest to me. Let's see if we can find out. So I don't know which ones are which. Sometimes you can see, is that 22? 22 left, it looks like. Can't be. Where's the right one then? Anyway. Okay, I think forget that. Let's go have a look at the charts, and we'll just get a look at the layout, and then we can see the deal, what's going on. Am I in the wrong? So we've got a choice of 22 right, which is this one, or 04 right. I think 04 right is the closest because we're here. So I'm going to go with 04 right. Okay. So departure runway 04 right. So we're going to be adjusting that. Generate the flight. Are we going to get a different amount of passengers and stuff now? No, that's kind of the same. All right, very cool. All right. Flight plan has now changed, so we're going to have to reflect that here. Okay, so it should say here 04 right now to 25 left. Okay, now I'm going to just fire up ATC. I wish they would give us a way around that. Because you don't know the, until you tune into the ATIS, you don't know what the active runway is going to be. And you have to have filed your Simbury flight plan before you can tune into ATIS. Okay, so we're just waiting for ATC to reconnect, and we can get going. Let's have a look. I don't think that's really changed anything. It's added 2 minutes to the flight. 2 minutes and 3 seconds now. It was 2 minutes and 1 before. Okay, so I'm going to retune into ATIS just to make sure that they're not going to change their mind again.
Departing runways 22 right, 0 for right.
There you go.
Transition level 060. Advise on initial contact, you have information Tango.
Alright, so next up then is to get the passengers boarded, I would imagine. So let's just do a load aircraft using GSX.
Refueling truck is on its way.
I don't have to click anything on those menus, it should do it all.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Well, it's all up to you. You're controlling all of that. So we've got a couple of more Finnair planes. This is ours, obviously. And there's not really much activity going on, but they did say that there was restrictions at the airport. I'm not sure what those restrictions are. Hopefully it won't affect us.
Catering vehicles are on their way.
Catering vehicles. Yeah, it's actually catering vehicles. Here's the fuel truck coming in. So we should see the fuel go up to the correct amount. Right, so cruising altitude today is going to be 36,000. Initial climb out, well, I don't know. Have to find out, won't we?
Fuel truck is in position.
So go to Navigraph.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
I promise I won't. Right, so departing out on runway 4 via Nunt 5C. Where are you? Probably gone past it. Because these aren't Nunto, we need Nunto 5C. There it is. So these are Nanto 5C departures, and we're going out that way, and we're heading towards Recto. No, okay, what's after that? Nanto. So we're heading here, okay. And it looks like that there's no altitude here. So I'm just going to go by the transition altitude, which is 5,000. So I'm going to set my initial climb, rightly or wrongly, to 5,000 feet. We'll have the constraints on as well. Air pressure 1009. Last we heard. I don't think that's going to change much. Okay.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Already done. Right, let's initialize and load up the flight plan. Cost index is quite a decent level, it's 60. Oh, actually I don't think it is Fin with a double N. I think it's just Fin. Yeah, it is. 2627. What my call sign's going to be today, I have no idea. Cost index is 60. And the cruise is flight level 360. Okay, let's download the wind information as well. And that will also bring in the descent winds as well, so it's a one-time thing. Into the flight plan then, and we are departing on runway 04 right via Nanto 5C. I thought I couldn't see it there, but I missed it. No transitions available. It should do it all for me. Lovely. And we are arriving in Berlin on runway, hopefully, runway ILS 25 left. Hopefully that stays via the KET 25 star. And again, no transitions. It looks like it's closed for me, all of that stuff. Looks like all the doors are closing properly as well. Although we do have a door. Oh, it's done it. It's closed the doors. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Sugar for my honey. Yeah, 4 right, because there's 4 doors here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, it's 4 right, that back one. Right, that's the catering done. Fuel is still going in. As you can see, we are pumping the fuel in. It's going to have to go to around, I think they'll probably stop at around 10,200. They probably won't bother with that extra 1 kilo. I bet you they'll charge me for it though. Robin Gits. Anyway, we got the flight plan in. Let's go to plan and check it out. Let's see how many breakages and lovely stress related items we have on the flight plan today. You know, I just want to pull that out a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's a nice little curvy bit. Okay. That's when we're getting over Denmark, right here. Come down. Okay, keep going, keep going. That's looking sweet. Can we drop this down to 10? And just bring this down a little. Have we gone? Have we go past? Look at that, straight in. Perfect flight plan. Okay. Right then, so we need to enter this, but we can have the pad do it for us because we're lazy. So we're just going to hit send to MCDU here, and that should fill that in. The block fuel, it says 7. That's not correct. That's just what we have at the moment. So we have to put in the correct block fuel, which I'm going to just put 10.2. That's what the plane's going to have when it's fully loaded with fuel. There we go. That gives us a nice amount of extra time. Is it 3 tons? 3 tons left over. An hour and 29 minutes of flying if we miss the destination airport. That's kind of cool. Alright, next thing then is the performance, and we can get that. This tablet's so handy. So let's load in the sync sheet, and flap config then for takeoff is going to be 2. Packs will be on, or at least they'll be in auto, I guess. Ow. They should be on though, I would imagine. Ow, ow, sorry, I've got a pain in my neck and it's a bit tender and I just touched it. Okay, so I'm going to sync with the live weather. It's still 1009 and calculate the performance. Okay, I have never seen that before. Error during calculation. Okay, let's do a reset. So it's EFHK, runway 04, right? It's not accepting 04 right. Okay, it's got it now. I don't know what the hell was going on there. Okay, I'm going to leave the flap config in optimal, and I'm going to let it decide what the flap should be. Oh dear. Alright, I think it's probably a good idea for me to screenshot this so that I can log it with the devs. Alright, so we're going to have to see if we can do this ourselves. Maybe I have to go for Toga or something, whatever it is. Let's see if this is going to fill it in. Well, now what? It doesn't auto-fill this thing in. What happens now? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch to a different runway. Oh dear.
Boarding requested.
Well, yeah. I have no idea what to do here. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put everything as I want it and send it to MCDU. See if it's done it. No. Damn. Nope, it's in memory now, isn't it? Not like I can reboot the pad. Right. I don't know. I'm just going to have to maybe guess. I'm just going to have to guess, guys. I'm going to put 100. I'm going to make sure that I'm over
Passengers boarding
what
start.
I need to be. Flex to temp, I'm not going to put it in. I'm just going to go full power. How is flex to temp alerting Alexa, for God's sake? That's it. These are probably a little bit high, but it is a bit bigger plane than the A320. So actually it's probably going to be more accurate to maybe do 146 or something like that. And then we'll just set this to 148 or something. Really don't know. It's just to get these on the speed tape so that we know where things are. You see the first numbers up there. So, never had that issue before, and the only way I can think to actually correct it would be to restart the whole flight, and no, that's not going to happen. Tell you what I can do. I'm probably going to have to, I don't know, do I wait for the passengers to board now, or if because there is an option where you can reboot the iPad. You can do that in settings, but
all aircraft be advised information uniform now current. QNH1009er.
I think I'll wait till all the passengers are boarded, and then we don't need, because I don't know how much the pad right now is communicating with GSX. It's just to get the passengers on board, right? It looked like he was checking that woman out. She was going past. All right. Maybe I'll risk doing a reset on this right now. It doesn't matter. We can put these numbers in last minute. It's not really a big, massive deal. So let's start our chat with ATC and see what's going on. Helsinki ground, this is Finnair 2627 requesting IFR clearance. Oh no, I messed that up as well.
Finnair 2627, Helsinki ground. Expect runway 04 right, not 5 Charlie departure.
I hate messing that initial
feet.
call up.
Squawk 2753.
Roger, taxi to runway 04 right via Nant 5C, squawk 2753, initial climb to 6,000, Finnair 2627. I forgot to say...
Finnair 2627, read back.
I forgot to say...
call me back when ready for...
with information uniform.
Start.
Roger, we'll call back when ready, Finnair 2627. Yeah, I should have said... with you, with information uniform.
Revol 709 on our way to Arlanda Airport.
But there you go.
Revol 709, Helsinki ground. Expect runway 04 right, not 5 Charlie departure. Initial climb to 6,000 feet. Squawk 3103.
Nant 5 Charlie departure. Squawk 3103. Revol 709.
If we do get the
call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Wilco, Revol 709.
if we do get the iPad working again, then it'll be interesting to see how the performance figures, if they read them out, differ from what I just put in as a guess. Cargo is still loading then. and people are coming down through the jetway here. You just about see them walking away, walking towards the plane. Right, so we've got our initial climb out of 6,000, dilly-dilly-dee, everything good here. Everything that I'm going to set, I'll set that later. Wind shear is on. TCAS is on a little bit earlier, probably put that on a bit later usually, but I'm fine with it as it is. Okay, so we're just waiting for the passengers to board. There should be a hurry the passengers up button. Speed them up. What is going on in your life? Changing your mind yet? Oh, server error occurred. Ah. Trouble communicating? Server error. So that might be an issue at Phoenix and their servers. So not a... Okay, so a reboot of the pad may not fix that then. Well, there you go. So, dispatcher is Stuart Howe and pilot name Rusty Dog. Rusty Dog. Lock fuel. Yeah, they did stiff us out of that 1 kilo as well, look. Jeez. Right, cargo is still open, so yeah, see, this is a fault. It's a little bug here, man. It's not closing the cargo doors when they're done. It'd be interesting to try that on the Boeing and see if it does close the doors. I believe it does. And I thought, you see, they fixed it where they said, oh, we're not going to... GSX had said, we're not going to open this back door now. And they haven't. But they still brought the stairs. So yeah, there's the passengers getting on. They're very widespread. Instead of big crowd, you know. So, the ATC instructions between traffic control and this plane we should be hearing. It's weird that he hasn't got a livery though. So I don't know who the hell he is. Alright. I'll pause and I'll come back when everybody's on board. Alright guys, so we are now loaded up, and oh yeah, I've already turned on the fuel pumps and pressed a couple of other buttons, but now if I reset this, it's going to mean that I'm going to have to load in the flight plan. So oh, come on. Sometimes it doesn't want to rotate. Alright, let's not look back there at strange teleporting passengers. We'll close the door. And we'll get it locked up. Hopefully. Be nice if it had a little clunk sound there, wouldn't it? Just to let you know that, hey, you really good, locked it up well. Alright, so guys, I'm going to reset this and then I'll be back in a second. Okay, as if by magic, it has rebooted, so we now have to go to here. And import the flight from SimBrief. We are 12 minutes over now. And it's over now. That looks okay. And we've already done all of that. Awesome. Right, let's see. Let's see what happens. So that's correct, that's correct. Optimal flap config. I'm not gonna decide one there for myself. Load in the weight sheet, sync the weather, and go. Yes! Ooh, look, I was more right before when I said when I put 150. Okie smoke. Let's get the performance thing. While that's going on, guys, it's not going to take me long to do that. So let's get the APU fired up. All right, and while that's running, we can go to the performance page here. And now, what was it? 588. 5, 8, and 8. So 155, 158, and 158. Cool. Right, throttle reduction 60s across the board. 1660s. Almost got it right. 1660/1660. Do these numbers ever change? And 1660. Okay, so recommended flaps is flaps 2 up 1.2 and 43. So let's see, we can do slash up 1.2. That's more than usual. And flex to temp is 43. Okay, now we've got the correct numbers in there. Now we're good. Right, APU is now available, parking brake is on, and we have a company message which we'll get to, and then we'll talk to ATC and take the next step, which is whatever it is. Right, let's go. Oh, it's to request taxi. 2 more load sheets. Yep. I wonder if that's got anything to do with the fact that we just reset the pad. I've never seen 4 before, but sure. Oh, it could be because we reset the numbers. Is that why? We reset the V1s and the V2s and the VRs and stuff like that. Right, okay. I think we're ready to go. Okay, current time then is, for me, 12:30, so it's probably 1:30, 2:30 in Finland. I'm not really sure. UTC there is all I'm bothered about, which is now an hour behind me in the UK. But I'm not in the UK, I'm in Finland. Right, the only other thing I want to do, I don't actually need to do this, but I just want to get to the arrival and the approach, which is 25 left, unless that changes. That one. I just want to have that chart readily available. I've already got the information from it, such as decision altitude, approach course, and the final altitude before descent, before the final approach descent. Whatever the hell this is called. There must be a name for it, I'm sure. There's names for everything. In flight sim, so not in flight sim, although that too, right? But in the flight world. Right. So we need to tune back into. I didn't want to have them on because it was just very talkative, so we'll switch that back. Got a plane there ready to come out, but I wonder if they'll actually hold us if a plane's coming, and also because it's controlling all of the traffic, and also if when we approach an airport, if there's a lot of traffic, I wonder if it would put us into ask us to go into a holding pattern. I wonder. Helsinki ground, this is Finnair 2627 requesting push and start.
Finnair 2627 Helsinki ground, pushback approved. Face northeast.
Roger, face northeast, Finnair 2627. So we're basically going to go nose right. So we go here. And we're going to do prepare for pushback and departure.
Fincom 5 Romeo Golf, contact Helsinki Tower 118.85, bye-bye. Over to Tower 118.85.
Has it closed the door?
Romeo Golf.
Yep.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Aegean 5 Echo Foxtrot, cross runway 04 right at Zulu Romeo. Continue taxi via Zulu Golf, Alpha Charlie Zulu Romeo.
Alpha Charlie
Runway
Zulu.
04 right at Zulu Romeo. Continue taxi via Zulu Golf, Alpha Charlie, Zulu Romeo, Aegean 5 Echo Foxtrot.
That's a lot of Zulus.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Fincom 439, contact Helsinki Tower 118.85.
Contact Tower 118.85, Fincom 439.
Locking gear.
Well, to get rid of the ground power.
Release parking brakes. Please.
Oh, yeah, forgot to do that. Release parking brake.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Okay, I will ask for Will's permission. I tend to be a little bit late with the engine bleed these days, but it don't matter. Right, firing up engine 2 with a good engine start. Basically watching these numbers here. When they reach 20 plus, then this will start climbing. I think once we get to around 10, 12, I think that's probably a good engine. It's going to get up to around 18, I think, and then it'll stabilize.
Aegean 5 Echo Foxtrot, contact Helsinki.
I'm just watching this needle here to see if this line disappears.
Bye-bye.
There it goes. Okay, so as soon as that line disappears,
5, Aegean 5 Echo Foxtrot.
that's a stable engine. So let's set up the next one. Oh, this airport's really nice, isn't it? Look at that. There's a screenshot for my thumbnail. So again, we're just going to wait for this to rise here, the N1.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
And then once this light, this illuminated orange line, once that disappears, we're good. Lovely. Okay, it's available, and now we'll confirm with these people that we have a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Taxi light goes on. APU can go off, as can the bleed. I can't believe I didn't put the beacon light on, but I'm always forgetting to do a light. So now that means if I forget to do the landing lights when we approach the runway, doesn't matter. I already screwed up the lighting. I didn't put the beacon light on, and so yeah, any other lighting failures is yeah. Once you've done one, any further failures don't really matter. Alright, so while we're waiting then, let's get the flaps down to position 2.
Further information regarding tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Scene. We hope you have a great...
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Oh, she was reading out the whole safety thing there. I didn't know that was happening. Okay, flaps are down. The rest we'll do a little bit later, like the brakes and arming up the spoilers and blah blah blah. We'll do a lot later. And what I haven't done, which I didn't do before actually, on my last few flights, we're going up 1.2, right? Does this... Okay, so it's up 1.2. So it's going to be there. What's 1.2? About there? Is that like a fifth of distance between there and there? Depends how many rotations there are, how many of these white markings you can go through to get from 1 to 2, and then you just divide that into 5. But I'm going to say that's around 1.2. Yeah, I never... I put the thing on, but I don't know if it does it on its own by the time we get to the runway. I don't know if it rotates it on its own. But anyway, I've set it to 1.2 regardless. Oops. Now I need to put this back to continuous. TCAS is on and enabled. Everything's good there. Parking brake is set. We've got the takeoff checklist to do and all good. Helsinki ground, this is Finnair 2627 requesting taxi to runway 4 right.
Aircraft calling for taxi instructions, say call sign.
Finnair 2627. I did say it, I'm sure I did.
Finnair 2627, runway 04 right taxi via Zulu. Hold short runway 04 right.
Obviously. Roger, taxiing via Zulu, holding short, runway 04 right. Finnair 2627. Right, so all I've got to do now is tell her when I'm waiting to do that. Alright, so... Are we facing the wrong way? It would appear so. Hold on, so what the hell's a taxiway then? What? Oh, you're sending me that way. Oh, right. So instead of taxiing all the way down to the end of the runway, it actually wants me to turn around and then go into the middle of the runway, cross the runway, and then taxi up on the other side. Well, dip me in maple syrup and call me Margaret. Okay. Let's do that then. Let's see which is a good space to turn around. Doesn't really matter, really, does it? We'll go to the right though, just to be a bit safer. Okay, hopefully we'll get some movement. Let's stick a bit more power into this. Yeah, I mean, if there was a taxiway all the way down to the end, then I was actually facing the right way. But I guess it had other ideas. So I think we're going this way. It wants to hold me in the middle of the runway. We cross the runway. and then we have to go back down the other
Finnair
side.
141 Heavy, ready for airways to Savarnabomi.
To where? Savarnabomi?
Finnair 2627, cross runway 04 right at Zulu Romeo.
See, they've got permission to cross, I don't.
Golf Alpha Charlie.
So this is the middle of our runway here. It's not too much of a busy airport, so it's kind of cool. Helsinki ground, this is Finnair 2627, acknowledging cross instruction. Oh, they were telling it to me, were they?
Negative, cross runway 04 right at Zulu Romeo.
Oh.
And continue taxi via Zulu
I
Golf
thought that
Alpha
message was for
Zulu
somebody
Romeo.
else. Okay. Alright. Sorry. Being a bit of a plonker there. Roger, crossing runway 04 right, Finnair 2627.
Negative, continue taxi via Zulu Golf Alpha Charlie Zulu Romeo.
You know what? You do it.
Cross runway 0 for right at Zulu Romeo. Continue taxi via Zulu Golf, Alpha Charlie, Zulu Romeo.
There's a thing there, isn't there? It says continue for right. Are we going
Finnair
down?
141
Oh my
Heavy,
god.
Helsinki ground. Expect runway 04 right.
We're taxiing
5
down the
Charlie
runway.
departure. Initial climb to 6,000 feet.
It says for
2200.
Valo 5 Charlie departure. Squawk 2200.
trouble with this ATC is it's difficult to live stream because and talk, you know, because I've got to talk at the same time and I can't talk over it all the time. But it says for right instead of for right. It sounds like for right.
Wilco Finnair 141 Heavy.
For right instead of for. All right.
Finnair 141 Heavy at stand 44, request pushback.
Finnair 141 Heavy, Helsinki ground. Pushback and engine start approved.
He just fell out of
Face northeast.
Finnair.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast, Finnair 141 Heavy.
I've just remembered to put the landing lights on, but at least I remembered. So we shouldn't be seeing any planes coming in and nothing, because they've cleared me for going down here. So we should be fine. Yeah, it's drifting a little. I'm trying to correct it, but I don't want to make big corrections because then I'm chasing my tail.
Finnair 2627, contact Helsinki Tower 118.85.
Roger, contact Helsinki Tower 118.75. Finnair 2627. She's going to tell me no now.
Negative, tower on 118.85.
That's what I thought you said. Really? I'm deciding where to turn here, guys. That's why I'm all over the place. Roger, Helsinki Tower on 118.85, Finnair 2627. Gonna do it here. Whether here is the right place or not, this is where I choose to do it. No plane should be coming in on this runway on either end, because we're on it and it knows we're on it. Okay, all sorts of crap going on in the background that you guys can't see. Dialog menus, context menus coming up on my Windows desktop. I'm clicking outside of the box. Right. All the lights that should be on are on. Now, will they not land any planes here unless I contact them and say that I request departure? I wonder. Hey, don't be messing with me, man. Okay. Helsinki Tower, this is Finnair 2627 requesting departure from runway 04 right.
Finnair 2627, runway 04 right, line up and wait.
Oh God. Roger, line up and wait. Runway 04 right, Finnair 2627.
Finnair 2627, Helsinki Tower, wind 150.
What was I waiting for? I was on the runway.
04 right, cleared for takeoff.
I don't know what she was saying, line up and wait for. Roger, cleared for takeoff 04 right, Finnair 2627. Thank you very much. And we seem to be stable. Let's see how many beeps and warnings we get after takeoff. There's a plane on the runway. Shouldn't be there. Shouldn't even be there. We got clearance. So that's a mistake by BeyondATC. Gear up. A bit windy or what? Drifting a little. Now she's going to overwhelm me with radio messages.
Finnair 2627, contact Helsinki radar, departure 129.85.
Roger, contact Helsinki radar departure on 129.85 Finnair 2627.
Negative, Helsinki radar departure on 129.85.
Roger, Helsinki departure on 129.85 Finnair 2627. Helsinki radar, this is Finnair 2627, flight level 4000 for 6000.
Sunturk 55 Hotel Zulu, contact Helsinki Tower 118.85.
I'm panicking here.
118.85, Sunturk 55 Hotel Zulu, have a good day. Finnair 2627, Helsinki radar departure identified. Climb to flight level 180.
See, I put it in climb and it's still asking for climb. Help me out here.
Climb to flight level 180, Finnair 2627.
Okay, I need to control the plane here, so I'm not responding. I'm having the computer respond to my messages now because I can't do it because I'm overwhelmed by things. We need to gain speed.
Finnair 2627, increase speed to 250 knots.
Negative.
Finnair 2627 Helsinki radar.
I'm busy. You're just going to have to wait. I can't get the lever in climb mode.
Increase speed to 250 knots. Finnair 2627.
I hate this stuff, man. Why does this stuff happen? Is it because it's a big plane and I couldn't manage it? I've flown this plane before. So here we go again with more gripes, you know? The autopilot wouldn't go on. That's fair enough because we were flying too slow, but I did everything correctly. I took off. I didn't go beyond 15 degrees pitch. I reduced the flaps when required. I did everything as per protocol, and we were still under speed. Why was that? And then I had to contend with the radio while trying to manually maneuver the plane on the flight path because I couldn't get the autopilot to do it. And then the throttle climb position is way too sensitive. It's like there needs to be a bigger window. If I move this a millimeter forward or a millimeter back, it goes out of climb mode. And it should be that when I audibly hear the click of the detent going in, then it should be in climb mode, but it actually isn't. And you can't calibrate and test that up here. We'll have to do it on the ground. I think on the calibrate program in here, I think you can actually properly calibrate it so that when it clicks, it says, yep, climb mode established or whatever. Yeah, so again, just not a big fan. It's just frustrating when shit happens like this. If I wasn't having to concentrate as well on the ATC messages, which has now become a brand new thing for me, it's an extra overwhelm, an extra layer of stress to deal with, which I have to get used to. It might take a few months for me to get used to it, but I can't be thinking about, oh, what frequency did she say, you know, and then looking over at the left-hand side monitor where BeyondATC is. I can't be looking there to just, okay, so it was 129.85. I can't be looking over there when I need to be focused here, right here, and I need to be focused at where is the joystick, and when I'm coming down here, because the frickin' climb detent won't engage, so I'm down here, then I can't see what's going on outside, and I just see myself drifting off the flight path. I may not have the pitch correct, so we're going too slow, and that's why the autopilot doesn't kick in. Oh, it's a lot to take in. It really is a lot to take in. If you're an experienced pilot in real life, I'm sure this is like a breeze for you guys. I am not. I'm a gamer. And it's always when you need to make all of these changes, like the throttle not going in a real plane, it'll just go in, right? But this is software. So that not going in, and then for some reason, even though I'm pulling up 15 degrees and then I should be pitching back down to 10 to maintain speed, but we were right on the ceiling, and then we were getting that message about increasing our speeds, or the only way I could think to do that was to come out of climb mode, put full throttle on, which made this complain, hey, we're not in climb mode anymore, and then I had to make it go full power to get beyond 250 and then put it back into climb detent, but again it refused to go in straight away, and I'm getting messages and I'm trying to maintain the flight path. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Helsinki control.
Now, I did say last time to avoid overwhelm. When we're arriving at the airport, when we're on our final approach, I'm going to have the auto-respond do the messages for me, because I can't cope with them all when I'm landing either. I can't cope with all of that.
Climb to flight level 360, Finnair 2627.
Yeah, I'm too busy working out bringing the plane in to listen. But I think that last time when I said that, it was because we were coming into Heathrow, and Heathrow, it was just non-stop traffic on ATC. I couldn't get a word in edgeways. I couldn't acknowledge the last instruction because they were taking instructions from other planes. I couldn't get my turn in the queue. It was really bad. And so I just said, next time I'm going to put it on auto respond. But I think I did say that. I think the condition I made was that I would do that if we were coming into a really, really busy airport. So I don't know about Berlin. I don't know how busy it's going to be this time of day. But if on the approach there's a lot of traffic in the air, there's a lot going on, I am going to put the auto respond on because I'm not ready for that yet. So anyway, we're climbing up to our cruise altitude of 36,000. So let's take a peek outside at Finland, which I was expecting a little bit of whiteness, a bit of snow here and there, but I guess not. Looks like something's burning there, doesn't it?
Helsinki Control, Finnair 1 Delta Lima, descending via Diva 5 Bravo, flight level 103.
Finnair 1 Delta Lima, Helsinki Control, identified.
So unfortunately, we don't have a nice map to look at. Depicting where we are. So yeah, we're here. Lots of broken away land, isn't there? It's all fragmented. So I don't know if I can show the entire route here.
Control, Fincom 286, 4,500 feet.
There you go, that's the route. And then we do this little twiddly bit at the end.
Control, identified. Continue climb to flight level 230.
Got Moscow there.
Continue climb to flight level 230, Fincom 286.
Yeah, so I think Denmark here, right? Denmark region here, and then we come down into the top of Germany, Alemania, Deutschland. So these pink lines, are these all the different airspaces? Wow, look at them. What do all these mean? TSA? So where can we take off from where it's, or land where it's snowy? Would we be looking at maybe Alaska or something? I wonder.
Contact Helsinki radar approach 129.85, Finnair 1 Delta Lima.
Helsinki Control, base 694, crossing flight level 078 for flight level 100 direct on.
So we're in. I'm going to do that joke again, by the way. We're in Finnair, and we're flying in Finnair as well.
Flight level 170. Climb to flight level 170, base 694.
Yeah, literally flying in Finnair. Right. That joke doesn't work 100 times over. Where are we now? 24,000. Yeah, I had to set the air pressure back to standard by pressing a key on the keyboard rather than pulling the knob here, because again it was just a quick thing I needed to do to prevent further overwhelm. Not much out of that window. That's a bit better. Passengers are very quiet. You can't even hear a peanut drop. Have we got any more cameras set up? Yeah, we got one in front of the engine there. Probably the same on the other side. And then we've got this one. Wow, it looks like the wing. I think it's because we're looking a bit down. It looks like that the wing is kind of just pointing upwards. I think that's all the cameras that we have. Everything fine. Cabin pressure good. Front and back. Forward and aft. Cabin pressure in the cockpit. Or temperature. All good.
Resume low navigation. Clear direct talk.
Talk. Tick-tock. Top of climb, basically. Talk. Talking of which, there's ours. Top of climb. So this is set at 80 miles, 80 nauticals. So it's going to take us another 72.3 to reach 36,000. Climbing up a steady 1,400 feet per min. Lovely clear skies here though. What does it say about the weather in Berlin?
Expect Lock 9 Bravo, runway 04 left, base 694.
Oh, it's raining. I wonder if that's going to keep up. It tells you here. So rain, and then we've got is this rain at 8,000 though? So scattered clouds 700 feet, broken 2,400 feet, broken 4,100 feet, 15 degrees, 14 overnight, 1004, and RA is rain. Does minus RA therefore mean no rain? Well, the rain stopped. 15 knot wind. So yeah, rain. That'd be interesting. I'd like it to stay raining. I wouldn't mind it changing to rain and me coming in when we descend and go underneath the clouds. I wouldn't mind if it was raining. You know, with a little bit of let's say dropped visibility. I think this is the visibility, right? 8 miles. So that's not too bad actually. That's pretty good visibility. But then what's this? Temporary 4 miles of visibility with rain, broken clouds. I'm not quite sure how to read this perfectly, but there's a program there's a website you can go to where you can just take a copy of these metars like this. You know, you can just obviously you don't get the metar from the thing here, You get it from a website, and then you copy that text and you paste it into a meta decoder, and it tells you in plain English what the hell the whole lot means, which is kind of nice. But yeah, from what I can make out here, it is raining in Berlin.
Base 694, Larku 9 Bravo, runway 0 for left. Report ready for descent. Larku 9 Bravo, runway 0 for left, ready for descent, base 694.
So unlike before when I used to run the
Descent to flight level 110.
ATC chatter, that was all fakey stuff.
Descent to flight level 110.
All the chatter you're hearing here is actually what's going on around us, probably, which is very cool. Wow, look at this. Getting a bit cloudy. But we just left it was really nice where we just were. Look, there's no low cloud there at all. It's just beautiful. How are we doing for a climb? Okay, 40 miles and we'll be top of climb. If we bring this down to 40, then it should just pop in any second. Is this our height off the ground then? Yeah, in meters. It is 10,200 meters off the ground.
Finnair 8 Papa Yankee. Contact Helsinki radar approach 129.85.
Contact Helsinki radar approach 129.85. Finnair 8 Papa Yankee.
Female co-pilot, I guess. Yeah. Well, do the co-pilots generally answer these ATCs, or is it generally the captain, or can it just be shared? Alright, I'll tell you what then, when we're at the next phase of the flight, we'll be back. Hi guys, we're back. We were about 35 miles away from top of descent, and we've just been told to descend now to 15,000. The wind up here, look at this, 55 knots head on. That's going to slow us down. And look at the cloud. Yeah, it's still rain, according to the meta. The weather, it's still raining. The one thing I haven't checked, which I quickly need to, is this. Oh yeah, we're here. We're not too far away now. But I'm just going to go to any one of these. It'll all be the same, I would imagine.
Eurowings 004. Contact Berlin.
Okay, so it looks like
105.
ATC then will give us the
Contact Berlin approach 136.105. Eurowings.
the transition level. We are clear to land on the runway that we're supposed to be landing on, so awesome. Yeah, transition level by ATC. But what is it usually? Or is it never usually anything? It's always by ATC. Oh, we have one. 5,000. Okay, this is all I was after. Yeah, so it descended as actually quite early. I don't know why it's doing this. But we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Destination data is in. Stop. Unless you wiped it out, have you? You wouldn't do that, would you? No. All good. Flaps 3. Landing. Transition level 5,000 already in. This should be the wind at the destination, not what we're experiencing up here, and all the rest of the information is correct. So look at this, 60 knots of headwind, pretty much head on almost, 175. Yeah, which is kind of where we're at. We're at 178, are we? Ish. So yeah, pretty much a head-on headwind, which is good for giving us a nice bit of lift. But we don't need lift because we're coming down now. It'll help us control the descent, I'm sure. So yeah, we're just going to go through the clouds now, and we'll see what happens on the other side. Whether it's raining. Visibility has increased, so I don't know whether the rain is actually dying off or not. But it used to be 8 miles, and now it looks like we have maximum visibility, but still rain though. But the other rain that was here, that's gone now.
3 Victor November, Bremen radar identified.
But that /SI rain, so scattered clouds at 800 feet.
Bremen radar, Eurowings 1 X-ray Kilo, good day, flight level 313.
Eurowings 1 X-ray Kilo, Bremen radar, good day, radar contact, continue climb to flight level 340.
Continue climb to flight level 340, Eurowings 1.
So we're getting a little bit of traffic in now that we're on approach, or at least descending. Let's just see how long that is. Eurowings 1 X-ray Kilo is having a lot of conversation.
KLF 25 Lima, runway 25 left, Eurowings 1 X-ray Kilo.
We are tuned into German radar, Bremen. Purposes. Okay, through the clouds we go. And what's at the other side?
Bremen radar KLM 52 X-ray.
Will it rain? If so, how much?
170.
KLM 52 X-ray, Bremen radar identified. Climb to flight level 340.
Climb to flight level 340, KLM 52 X-ray.
KLM.
KLM 52 X-ray, Bremen radar. Expect radar vectors. ILS runway 18 center.
Expect radar vectors. ILS runway 18 center. KLM 52 X-ray.
Eurowings 1 X-ray Kilo, descend to flight level 1.
You see, if this ATC doesn't stop, if there's no break in the communications, I'm gonna transfer it to auto respond, because I don't want to be focusing on how to get a window of speech, you know, a window where I can start talking. I need to focus on the landing.
22, Bremen radar, radar contact.
Where's this constraint then? Well, they're not really constraints, are they? Speed constraint perhaps, 220, dB13. So we are below the flight path at the moment. 8,008? That can't be. How is it we've descended like a month early and yet we need to be at 8,000 feet or above, sorry. I was going to say, that's a bit weird. I may have to tell this plane to descend a bit quicker because oh no, we've already got drag on. So there's the airport. We're still at 25,000, so maybe the... I mean, it looked like the plane wasn't descending quick enough, but we were below the flight path. Roger, contact Berlin approach on 136.105, Finnair 2627. Berlin approach, this is Finnair 2627 at flight level 231, descending to 150.
Finnair 2627, verify information Alpha.
Roger, we have information Alpha, Finnair 2627. I should have tuned into their ATIS then.
Berlin approach. QNH1004, expect the ILS runway 25 left.
Roger, expect ILS 25 left, QNH1004, Finnair 2627.
Netherlands Air Force 50 Heavy, contact Warsaw Control 127.45.
So we're going to be at 15,000 by the time we get to there. To this thing. Okay. Well, I'm putting my faith in BeyondATC. Yet again. Of course, don't forget the air traffic control here is still in the early access alpha stage, I guess. Hopefully when we get near the 15,000 it'll give us the next descent instruction. But I'm just wondering if we had, say, 5,000 programmed into there, would it force the plane to come down even more?
Finnair 2627.
We are below the flight path again though, so I've taken the drag off. Oh, here we go. Roger, descend to flight level 130, Finnair 2627. So we've only been ordered down another 2,000 feet here. So, okay. So we're at 220 speed now, and at 225 we are allowed wings, or flaps I should say, flaps 1. So if we do need drag we can go flaps 1. So we've got 2, 6, 17 and 5. Okay, no major distances then, so we could go flaps 1.
Finnair 2627, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH1004.
Roger, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH1004. Do the call sign.
Descend to 3,000 feet.
Roger, descend to 3,000 feet, Finnair 2627. that rain? Yep. Oh my god, it is. Yeah, big rain. Well, it looked like it from up here. Mind you, we are traveling at a bit of a clip of speed, so okay, to make this turn I'm just going to oops, bring the flaps down to flaps 1. Anti-ice. Oh Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna put it on everything. It should be around 15 degrees as well, but up here it's a bit colder, I would imagine. But the temperature's down here. -12. Wind has gone down to 21 now. But yeah, we've been instructed all the way down to
Berlin, air from 63 Victor November.
all the way down to 3000, which is our final one before coming into land.
Air France 63 Victor November Berlin approach. QNH1004, expect the ILS runway 25 left.
QNH1004, expect the ILS runway 25 left. Air from 63 Victor November.
I'm going to put the runway turn off lights on as well if it's going to be that bad in visibility. Oh, it's, from what I can make out, it looks like it's coming down with quite a bit of rain. Look at this lighting here, wow. I don't know. I don't know if I saw rain there or if it was just something else. Apparently we're under profile, but I don't mind being a little under profile. Over? Nah, I prefer under. Oops. I meant to put that on. I meant to put that on. I can hear the rain. Visibility pants though. If it's like this, I mean it can't be like this on the runway because they said it was, visibility was, you know, 9999, which is like 10 miles plus. But yeah, it is. It's raining. You can see it on the glass there. Yep. Okay, now we're on the flight path. We're up perfectly on the flight path now.
Aircraft be advised, information Bravo now current.
As we turn, I'll be going to flaps 2.
Berlin, Eurowings 1 X-ray Kilo, flight level 195 with information Bravo.
Once we turn, I'll get a more accurate idea of how far we are from the runway.
Kilo Berlin approach. QNH1004, expect the ILS runway 25 left. QNH1004, expect the ILS runway 25.
I want to make sure that I'm announced on frequency and everything. Yeah, I'm okay. Otherwise I'll miss my next call. Is there anything visible? Man, we took off in lovely blue skies. And yeah, not so much here. Judging by the distance we have still to go, I think we're fine. We're about 30 miles out from the runway. So yeah, we're good on altitude, I think.
Finnair 2627, 26 miles from Zainam, turn
26
right,
miles.
heading 240. Maintain 3,000 feet until established.
Well, we're not going to be exactly on 240, but yeah. Roger, turn right, heading 240, maintain 3,000 feet, cleared for ILS approach 25 left, Finnair 2627. How cool was that? That was smooth. Report established. Oh, on the... until established. Until established on what? Final course. Let's do that now. I don't know what to say.
Berlin, Black Pearl 4 Zulu uniform. Good day. Flight level 247 with information Bravo.
Great, now I'm put off because I can't I was just going to click to generate my answer.
Berlin approach, QN H1004. Expect the ILS runway 25 left.
I'll take off the anti-ice when I'm good and ready.
QN H1004. Expect the
Let's do it now.
ILS runway 25 left. Black Pearl for Zulu uniform.
Oh, you bastard.
Alpine 62 Hotel Delta, 1,400.
I was just about to get my message in. This is impossible.
Zero wing 004, 26 miles from Zainam, turn right.
This is impossible.
30. Maintain 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 25 left.
How on earth do I establish?
Turn right, heading 030, 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 25 left, Eurowings 004.
See, once again, it's not giving me a chance. I think that it should try and deliberately make a window for me.
Climb to flight level 180.
See?
Alpine 62 Hotel Delta. Alpine 62 Hotel.
Some things you can't auto-respond to. You have to actually get the... You have to actually do it yourself.
Alpine 62 Hotel Delta.
It's just constant. There we go. I got it.
Finnair 2627. Established on final approach.
Finnair 2627. Affirmative.
Right, so at this, is it Zanim? It's supposed to be 3,000, well, it's predicting 3,070.
Descend to flight level 140.
So we can add a bit of drag then.
140. Eurowings 1 X-ray kilo.
I wonder if by adding drag it will actually change this. Predicting the altitude we'll be at when we get there. If I slow the plane down. So we're at wing... Jesus, why have I said wings twice now? We're at flaps 2. Nothing to see out the window. So I'd rather concentrate on the numbers down here. There we go. Yeah, look, it keeps going. Speed up, throttle idle. Speed up, throttle idle. Yep, my speed brake is on. so we've got EDDBL, we've got why does it keep saying enter destination data when I've already done it? I've already established flaps 3 up on the panel there. So let's have a look. We've got a final fix there, 4 miles. So that'll be 3 back from that. So when we're 4, 5, 6, 7, so 3. So 3 miles away from FI, we want to get the wheels down. We've got the glide slope, we've got the localizer. I am now going to arm the approach mode. And there you go, glide slope and localizer locked in.
Alpine 62 Hotel Delta. Contact Bremen radar 12.
If this visibility does not improve, I have to do an auto land.
Contact Bremen.
I'm going to enable both autopilots anyway because
Hotel Delta.
the idea of that is if one fails, the other one will kick in. Because they're on completely separate circuits.
To 3,000 feet. QNH1.
Now we're about to come in here, so they're going to have to call us.
Descend to 3,000 feet. QNH100.
Give us permission to land and all that jazz. And if you do call me, give me a chance to respond straight away. Wait a second before going back to other traffic. Don't be naughty. So we got the localizer on the glide slope before the 3000. So yeah, I probably should have not brought out my flaps 2 straight away. So soon.
2627.
Here we go.
Contact Berlin Tower 120.03.
I've got it on auto respond though.
Contact Tower 120.03, Finnair 2627.
Runway 25 left. Cleared for takeoff. Alpine 83 Charlie Papa.
Well, you better hurry up because we're just about to land there.
2,500.
Berlin Tower, Finnair 2627, ILS runway 25 left.
Finnair 2627, Berlin Tower, continue.
Okay, we're clear to continue.
Roger, Finnair 2627.
Spoilers armed.
ILS runway 25 left.
Signs are on.
Eurowing 004, Berlin Tower, continue.
And flaps need to go into config 3. Let's do that right now. And we are ready to land.
Finnair 2627, wind 2.
Oh, hell no.
Runway 25 left, clear to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land, Finnair 2627.
Alright, we're fully configured to land, and if I don't do anything,
Egyptair 732.
if I don't do anything, it will auto land.
Left.
Let me just have a quick pop outside.
2, hold short of 25 left, arriving traffic.
Graphics look really nice.
Roger, hold short of 25 left for traffic. Egyptair 732.
1,000.
Eurowing 004, wind 235 at 7, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Runway 2.
Visibility's good, but it's not.
004.
It's not. Is it? That's not 10-mile visibility.
3 Charlie Papa, contact Berlin departure 136.105.
Contact Berlin departure 136.105. Alpine 83 Charlie Papa.
What's the wind? It's a direct. We've got a direct headwind. So we shouldn't have any wind blowing us to the side, but that doesn't mean that I won't.
500.
See, we're already straying off our path, and that's ridiculous.
100 above.
It shouldn't be jittering like this either, because I've got lossless scaling running, which should keep me smooth.
Minimum.
We're a bit high now.
100.
Yeah, we're 50 feet too high.
50. 30. 20. Retard.
I don't know what's going on with the frames. This happened last time. I don't know if it's beyond ATC or what.
04, exit right at Mike Tree.
Exit right at Mike 3, Eurowing 004.
All I can say is that last time we had
2627, exit right at Mike Tree.
Exit right at Mike 3, Finnair 2627.
yeah, I don't know where Mike 3 is. It's not labeled. Oh, yes, it is. There we go. I have to zoom in to get the labeling. Yeah, so last time we had this jittery stuff. We were landing at Heathrow, so it is a busy airport.
Line up and wait.
But
Line up and wait. Runway 25 left. Egyptair 732.
this one, we've got a less busy airport with lossless scaling running, which is supposed to give me the smoothness of 60 frames per second without actually giving me 60 frames per second. Right, so we have exited on M3 now. So we'll be getting told to contact somebody else.
Egyptair 732, Berlin Tower, wind 235 at 7, runway 25 left, cleared for takeoff. Runway 25 left, cleared for takeoff. Egyptair 732.
So we still have planes on the runway when we're taking off. We still have planes bothering us when we come down.
Ground 129.605.
So plenty of things to fix still. Roger, contact ground on 129.605, Finnair 2627, thank you.
Finnair 2627, hold position for traffic.
Roger, holding position, Finnair 2627. Crossing traffic. Berlin apron, requesting taxi to assigned gate, Finnair 2627. What traffic are you referring to?
2627, gate Bravo 11 taxi via Mike Tree, Alpha, Victor 1, Victor 2.
Roger, taxi to gate Bravo 11 via Mike 3, Alpha, Victor 1, Victor 2, Finnair 2627.
Finnair 2627, continue taxi.
Acknowledge, continue taxi, Finnair 2627, thank you. Come on, plane.
All aircraft be advised information Charlie now current. QNH1004.
Well, will there be a plane at my gate? Now that we have BeyondATC controlling every plane, Unless there's some static aircraft, there shouldn't be a plane at my gate. Hey, hey, what do you think? Shouldn't be. We should be clear to Flagtown. Yeah, I always seem to have this habit. Somehow the plane ends up, even with a perfect headwind, which is exactly what you want. That's why this runway was kept in place and chosen. You want, you want it to be just like that, perfect. And that is less reason for there to be any drift, I would imagine. But I still managed to drift the plane left or right. And I'm barely touching the joystick. Certainly I'm not trying to move it left or right. It just ends up doing it. I don't know. Maybe a little gusty or something.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east. Alpine 5071.
But that airport building looks really nice from here. It looks quite real, doesn't it? In this weather. Not quite sure how far we're going down here, but I would imagine quite a distance. So because I'm running on the brakes here, I'm going to put the brake fans on. Okay, we're turning off here, next one. Yes, welcome to Berlin Airport, guys.
Alpine 5071, request taxi.
Alpine 5071.
Sorry, I'm drifting because I am moving my mouse to different monitors and stuff, so it's a little bit distract.
Runway 25 left taxi via Echo, Bravo, Mike 9er, Alpine 5071.
Wants me to do a nice kinky little maneuver here. See this taxi line? We have to go up here. And then we have to do a nice little kinky maneuver around this way. And we're looking for gate, whatever it was. Hopefully. Oh, what was it? 11? Hold on, guys. Just need to double check. Yeah, B11. And there is B11. Hold on. Double checking, triple checking, double checking. Yep, it wasn't B11A, just B11. Okay, cool. We'll make this turn. Now we should have an empty gate. Awesomeness.
Alpine 5071.
Not sure which one of these to stop at. I can't read that writing.
Over to Tower 120.03, Alpine 5071.
And engine stop. Oh, well, buddy. Okay, while all that's happening, let's get the ground services going. GPU view, please.
The boarding requested.
Well, guys, wow. We had blue skies to take off with. We had obviously blue skies while we were flying because we were above the clouds, but once we got like, what, 15, 20 minutes into the flight, it was the clouds really started to appear, and yeah, that's it.
Passengers boarding starting.
Calibrate null zones. Okay, I think I will do that actually. There are no passengers. There are no passengers. There we go. Spawn, spawn. It's so cool with BeyondATC and GSX together like this. It just lends such an immersive feeling to the whole experience. And also, you know, as I said, we were told to descend by BATC about 35 nautical miles before the actual top of descent. So if we'd just done the actual top of descent, then what would have happened is we would have probably been descending. We would have probably been descending at a greater rate. But this said no, descend now to whatever it was, 15.
Air France 63 Victor.
15. What the hell's going on?
25 at Niner, runway 25 left cleared to land. Runway.
Yeah. I'll switch this off of it. Can you switch it off? Yeah. Yeah. So I descended when it told me to, at 35 miles away from top of descent, and we did actually get a really nice descent. You know, it worked out really well. For the most part, we were below the flight path, then we were a little bit above it. We had to even add a bit of drag. But no, it was absolutely cool. So what have we got going on here then? GPWS flap 3, we can get rid of that one. Parking brake, yes. Brake fan is still on. I don't think we need that now. They're not reporting as being hot. Company message we can answer. It's probably just saying, well done, Rusty, that was an amazing landing. Please pop into the office when you're done and pick up your promotion to Deadly. Actually, Deadly's not a good label to have as a pilot. Yeah. Dangerous, no. I think it's the opposite in flying a commercial jet. You actually want to be harmless, or mostly harmless. Or elite. Deadly ain't gonna work. Dangerous ain't gonna work. Master and expert, sure. Master would be the best one, wouldn't it? Master would be the best one. Harmless master. Ow. Right, are these people getting off my plane? Let's see if my lovely, gorgeous stewardesses are doing their job. Which I know they are. Ooh. Don't mean to go through your boobies. I'm just going to go behind you. You know you can get up, right, people? Hello? Up you get. Come on, get your baggages from the overhead compartment and off you go. Oh, this will be a good custom camera. There you go. So now if I go here, and then I can just go ping. Cool. Right, but because I'm actually a safe captain and I don't let terrorists through, or let's say potential hijackers, we have to close that door. What's going on here with the emergency lights? It is a rainy Berlin Brandenburg airport. Yep, just like the weather said. When just after we took off, we checked it out, and sure enough, rain. And it seems like it's not going to die down anytime soon, because when we took off a couple of hours ago, it said rain. It's still raining now, so yeah, not quite sure what's going on at the back of the plane there. Have they done the baggage? Because the trolley thing seems to be not there, or is it waiting, or has it done its bit? Yeah, I don't know. He's missing his trolley buddy. No one's getting off the back stairs. And here we don't have glass. There is an add-on I noticed on FlightSim.to where you can replace all the jetways on standard stock airports. I don't know if it works on third party, but certainly on standard stock airports with glass jetways. There we go. Berlin Brandenburg Airport. Willy Brandt. Oh, look at this. Is it me? Because I haven't been noticing any notifications from GSX to say how many passengers are still to get off. Normally it pops up in this top corner here. Look, even the vehicle down here has got its wipers on. Nice little touch there. So anyway, because I'm not getting any notification of, I can still hear them. I have to open the door to see. Oh my god. I think I might just pretend that everyone's off. Goddamn pilot, close the door in my face. Terrible service. Okay, so I think, yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. We got down safe, everything's good. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Helsinki, Finland to Berlin, Germany. Couple of hours flight in the Airbus 321. Take care everybody, and I'll catch you on the next one. Until then,